Before switching on the machine, check that the chemicals connected to the machine have adequate levels. If the chemical bottles are below a quarter, change and decant the remainder of the chemicals into the new bottle once the level comes down. Always remember to use the appropriate PPE equipment when handling chemicals. The rinse-aid has a coloured tubing. The detergent has a clear, transparent tubing. Be aware not to get these mixed up. Next, make sure the machine has all components fitted. Check the wash pump filter is correctly fitted and drain plug is in situ if applicable to your model. Then ensure the surface scrap trays are also located. We now need to replace the upper and lower wash and rinse arm assembly. Replace the upper and lower wash arms by tightening the thumb nut clockwise to secure in place. Put the lower wash arm and upper wash arm into the machine. Now all the machine's components are into position, we're ready to switch it on. Check if the water supply to the machine is switched on and is not obstructed. Turn on the mains electricity supply to the machine via the external isolator. All 3 lamps will illuminate briefly. The power lamp will then flash, indicating that the machine is in standby. We are now ready to turn on for the day. Close the door. Push the main power button to turn on for the day. This button will audibly click when engaged. The power and temperature lamp will illuminate. The machine will take approximately 30 minutes to fill, depending on power and water connected. The temperature lamp will illuminate, indicating that wash tank isn't at the programmed temperature. Wait for the temperature light to turn off. The machine is now full, up to temperature and ready to run cycles. If your machine has an error during initial startup or at any other point during the day, then this will be displayed by one or more of the signal lamps repeatedly flashing fast. When not in cycle or draining, turn the mains power to the machine off and then back on again. Contact your supplier for further advice if the error still appears when switching the machine back on. We have a power button on the display, a drain button, a start button, 3 signal lamps, and on the AMH 50 and AMH 50D, a cycle select button. Going through the cycles available for this machine. The glasswasher is programmed to operate a standard general cycle suitable for glassware. On the AMH 50 and AMH 50D models, you have a cycle select button. This gives you the option to run a shorter cycle, which is ideally suited for lightly soiled or lightly dusted glassware. Performing a wash cycle. Open the door of the machine. Here we have an already loaded basket, which will need emptying and pre-rinsing prior to being loaded into the machine. Please note, any liquid left remaining in the glasses must be emptied into the sink and not the machine prior to the basket being loaded. Lemon slices and cocktail sticks must be discarded, and any lipstick marks manually removed. This will help prevent false error codes and poor wash results. Please note that the basket must be loaded correctly to ensure all items within will wash properly. We then push it into the machine and close the door. Push and hold the start button until the cycle lamp begins to flash. The cycle lamp will flash for the duration of the wash. On the AMH 50 and AMH 50D, you have the option to run a shorter cycle. To initiate this cycle, you must first push the cycle select button until it clicks and engages. Then push and hold the cycle start button until the cycle lamp begins to flash. When the cycle lamp stops flashing, open the door, remove the basket and place the basket somewhere safe. Allow the items to completely dry out, ready for reuse. Please note, never towel dry, as this can contaminate your glassware and lead to poor wash results. Keep the machine door closed during operational service to avoid the temperature reducing and wasting energy. End of day or end of service. To drain the water in the tank at the end of service or at the end of the day, you should first push the power button until it clicks to the off position. If your machine has a drain plug, open the door, remove the drain plug, close the door, push and hold the drain button until the cycle lamp begins to flash. The drain cycle will be complete when the cycle lamp stops flashing. The AMH 50D does not have a drain plug. Simply push the power button until it clicks to the off position. Then press and hold the drain button until the cycle lamp begins to flash. The drain cycle is complete when the cycle lamp is no longer flashing. open the door. Remove lower and upper wash and rinse arm assemblies. Push any debris that's caught in the jets and rinse them out thoroughly. Next, we will need to remove the internal scrap trays, whilst ensuring not to spill any debris collected back into the tank. Now remove the drain plug if fitted. Then remove the wash pump filter by pulling it to the front corner of the wash tank to dislocate easily from the machine. Clean all components that have been removed and wipe the wash tank surface to remove any debris using a non-abrasive sponge or paper towel. Now we reassemble the machine. First, your clean filter. If your machine has a drain plug, this will also need to be refitted. Then refit the surface scrap trays. Finally, we need to replace lower and upper wash arm. When you're finished putting the machine back together, always leave the door open overnight to allow the chamber to dry. For more information, please refer to the user manual provided with the machine or contact your supplier.